coffee. If there is anything else, any other tickers to look at, let me know. Throughout the morning. I had, let's give it a second and then I'll just talk about everything. Now let's see if TikTok will go live here, because it wouldn't go live from that hotel I was at yesterday. Fine. So it must be some kind of thing with a blocked. Okay, just so I look back at that later. What ports does TikTok Live Studio need open? We'll go back and look at that later. But we are live now. All right. Good morning, everybody. Out there, everywhere. Augx is bleeding out as well. Oh, that was yesterday. Could be even more. So we had some economic data released this morning. Let's take a look at the economic and market charts. There were jobless claims, and they came in basically in line, 0.2% off of expected. They're as expected. The Fed manufacturing index did come out a little bit worse than expected. So that could be economy is slowing kind of data. But either way, the market reaction, let's take a look at it. Detail right there. The market reaction off of the data was, that's it, that little blip right there. Hardly anything. So, in line, this thing over here, I don't know what that was about. That was at 8 a.m. So that was some other data, less important. And then at 8:30, important data, and no significant change. And the market seems to have found a bottom this morning. Although if that bottom breaks, that's like a opening range breakout almost. The market could take that direction. So if we break pre-market lows, the market could bleed out further. But it's looking like it's found its bottom, kind of cushioning up down there. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. On the daily chart, we're right in the middle-ish, bottom-ish of this range we've been in for the last few weeks. It's like a stare down, like in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Nobody wants to commit to a direction yet. Like, more data is needed. We're frozen up here. Volatility is at a standstill. Very hard to find running days, but we have found them. We've had them, and we've been in them, and they work. But we've got, as far as swing trades go, we've got very little follow through going on right now in the market. So the forecast on the day is neither here nor there. We're just possibly a little bit green overall. Otherwise, it could get pretty bloody if we were to break pre-market lows. On the Qs, the pre-market low is 315. So if we break down 315, we're at 316 right now. If we break down 315, it could be a sign that we're going down, and that could be a spot for you to short the market. Oh, that reminds me, yeah. And we'll talk about fake outs tonight in class as well. Where's that dark pool wick? Oh yeah, there it is. All the way up at 319 roughly. Yep. And so maybe my prediction of it being green on the day, a grinding green day, will come to pass. You shall not pass. Or shall you? We shall see. Tesla had mixed mixed news, I guess you could say, but analysts and investors taking it negatively. Sold off. It's down 8% off of yesterday. Yesterday's prices. My gap analysis says that this will be bought up, and it's pretty clear on that. So if I'm wrong, it's a little bit rare, and some other forces there. And if it goes against what the primary probability is, then ironically, the small probability that it goes against it becomes a very strong sentiment. So, for example, today I said that Tesla, might fill the gap, might go green, might be green all day. That still takes 30 minutes to really suss out, by the way, at the open. But if it doesn't and it starts bleeding out, that could be a very strong change in the way the chart has been put in for the last couple months this year. So it would mean breakdown potentially on Tesla. And the level that you really want to see taken out, well, yeah, there's several. 163.50 is an important level. If that breaks, obviously 160 is psychological number, but I think it would just plow through that. So 163.50 is the important support level, number one. And then the Kraken is released if we break 155. I mean, we're talking Tesla panic time. The whole market would just panic if Tesla started bleeding out that bad, which is a possibility. And frankly, we kind of need it. So, be ready to convert to cash if you're not already in cash, or hedge up or short across the market in case Tesla decides to crap out. Nick says, I love puts. If puts are your game, there you go. So, however, we are really, truly at a support level, 163.50. We don't want to see that taken out. That's a support level. And we are expected to actually gap fill today on Tesla. So we're actually expected long. But the initial direction within the first 3 minutes of the market open will probably be the direction for the next 30 minutes. Whatever it is. I'm not even going to guess what that is, but whatever it is. And then once 30 minutes has transpired, at that point, we may be at either the high or the low of the day. And then it's going to turn around. That will create a 30-minute opening range. And should that not be the final high or low on the day, and we break that 30-minute opening range to the upside or to the downside, then that's going to be the direction of the trade that you take with risk to the other side of the opening range. So if anybody wants to learn how to trade and doesn't understand completely everything I just said, click the link in my bio, send me a private message, and we'll get you my market mastery video lessons. Come join our group as well, so that you can join in a group trading environment and get a better handle on all of this. All right, so that's the Tesla analysis, which I think is important. Big change going on in the market right now. But we are also watching. We have 11 minutes till the market opens, so we're getting on top of every opportunity here before the market opens. We're also watching Augx. AUGX, which had a nice pop this morning all the way up to about 375, pulled back to about 340 right now around FWAP, and is holding a base around 340. So I'm getting in some light position around the base there. Maybe it'll run further. If it doesn't, then I exit either at a loss or break even, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way trading is. We're also, so Tesla and Augx are the biggest opportunities. We're also watching RCRT, Gitter, GETR, which is what? Get Around. What is that? One of those e-bike companies or something? UIHC, CNSP, MDXH, DRMA, Drama, which is Dermata Therapeutics, and Tesla. IBM is moving around. All right. Let me take a quick look at IBM. Hey, thank you for sharing the live, Illinois. Good morning. All right, 1 second. All right. So Augx not moving. Tesla is coming up off of a base of 164. It's at 165.50. Remember 163.50, an important level, and then psychological level 160. But there really actually hasn't shown that that's a meaningful level in any of its trading. If it breaks 163.50, that is the significant level, and if that breaks, like I said, it's 155 is really the next level. Below there, and if 155 breaks, that's the end of Tesla for at least a quarter. That's just everyone who is bullish on Teslas will be out if we break 155, and that would definitely crack the market. So kind of like all eyes on Tesla, because not because it's so important or anything, it's just that's just the way it is. And it would definitely affect the market if it moved like that. All right, quick look at IBM since we have the time. IBM, yeah, it's not good. See, it's popping right into this congestion range. So there's not much of a trade there for me, unless maybe a short. I don't know what you're thinking on for Chris. IBM has a terrible daily chart. Oh, yeah, not looking too good. I mean, there's, we can't. There's not really a good setup of a trade there, like a nice polished gold setup on IBM. Something's going to happen, and you could probably trade an intraday opening range type of trade on it, and it will probably work, or not. That's the way that they work. But it's just you're not going to get anything extraordinary out of it. It looks like that could change, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like something you should be getting too excited about. What was the resistance on SPY again? We were talking about QQQ, resistance 315. If it breaks down 315, we might have a market breakdown. That probably would equate to the equivalent of Tesla's, what was it, 163.50? Yeah. And then on SPY, that level equates to 411, roughly. Okay, it's actually 410, like 90, but like 411. Yeah. See here. Looks like the Dow industrials are in the worst shape, SPY is in the second worst shape, and the Qs are not as bad as the three of those, but they're all in bad shape this morning, having sold off overnight. The economic data did not really change anything, and we seem to have cushioned in. The market opens in 5 minutes, and my thesis on Tesla says that it's going to gap fill a little bit. Not gap fill, but the concept of the gap fill is something. And that can happen over the course of many days or not happen or to some extent. And so when we talk about gap fill, it's more of a dynamic than an absolute. I don't think we're going to fill the gap on Tesla, but I think we're going to gap fill some. But we could call that gap partial fill. So there's a 90% chance of a 25% gap fill. That's the statistics on gap fills. And there's only a 10% chance of a 100% gap fill. So I'd go with the 90% of the 25%. Bet on that, you know. Let me take a look at that size of the gap. So the low is 178, and we're at 165-ish, 178. So it's not good. I don't think it just wouldn't even make sense for it to fill the gap today, or even probably wouldn't get back there for a while. But there may be an attempt. That's all. There may be an attempt to fill some gap, and it looks like 180 to 165 is 15. 25% would be about 4 points. So when we open, maybe we got 4 points of upside. Right now it's at 166. Maybe it opens at 166, goes to 170. Might be able to see happen. All right. So market opens in 3 minutes, and we are ready to go. You bet. CJJD, I mean, yesterday that crapped out, didn't it? Let's see. Yeah. Crap. There are people that just tell me the ticker, you know. You could tell they're like first month traders that way. Because they don't know that everybody else doesn't know why the fuck anybody's talking about that. You know, that's how naive you have to be. Just say a ticker. It's incredibly naive. Yeah, lunar, no good. Just think that's the end result for all these people. It really is. IRS authorized e-file. Raphael. He's an IRS authorized e-file person. That's what his name is. Right. Tesla is reclaiming some of the drop that it just, the dip it just went through, and is now at almost, it's getting about to 166.50. We've got 1 minute exactly to the open. Everybody out there, make sure you click the link in my bio to come check out our trading group. All right, market's going to open any second here. Oh, that's weird. Okay. No. All right, market is opening. and Tesla dumping really fast at the open. So, it's going to take like 1 to 3 minutes for us to really get an idea of what it wants to do on the day, though. What it wants to do for the morning. Still watching Augx. DRMA is moving a little bit, attempting to reclaim FWAP. The rocket's about to launch. Okay, cool. Yeah, we definitely want to see that. Kind of windy.
Yeah. Amazing game, Flash Simulator. I highly recommend it for anyone that's wanting to learn about rocket science. The reason I know almost anything about space flight is originally stems from SpaceX. So, and history actually.
Okay, Tesla is attempting to get bought up now. CNSP starting to have some green blippage going on there.
I know they were just
Thank you for the follow.
They're just a little guy, just.
I'm flattening out of Augx. I had a tiny position there. I'm out of that.
That was 2014, and here we are. In for another launch attempt here. All right. I forgot the other big concern is weather.
It's really windy. CNSP popping over VWAP.
Yeah. Not see it as well. Getting there. So, keep answering a few more questions here. Weather guys saw some huge waves. Yes, we have some wave shots I occasionally see on stream.
Is CNSP halting? No, not yet.
Wind right now, but that is a good thing. You know what? I'm gonna pee my pants.
All right. All right, we'll try to find a better stream. I don't think it's launching yet. Well, they don't do the launch in a specific place. I mean, yes, they do, but this launch is the Starship, and so it's being tested, orbital launch from SpaceX, from Starbase in the southern tip of Texas. Okay, we've got some movement going on CNSP. And Tesla is starting to hit all the way up to 168. There goes more movement on CNSP. Looks like it might want to break 265 pre-market high. Okay, I think I'm about max allocated on CNSP. Yeah, Tesla moving. Now that might move, until 30 minutes. But that my gap analysis said that we were going to gap fill. That's the highest probability. It doesn't have to happen. Gap fill some. Okay, I'm going to flatten out of RCRT. RCRT, yeah. Okay, the market is also moving up along with Tesla. Tesla's reaction driving the market. I think it may have launched. I'm watching. Is this a historical?
Up, 6 engines have currently been out on this flight so far. The next major event would be...
This is maybe a replay.
Sorry, correction, 5. The next major event will hopefully be the separation of the first and second stages, the ship and the booster, and a potential...
It may have just launched. It did. Okay.
That is completely normal as well. Again, it's to continue to try and attempt this launch.
So I'm able to just rewind it a little bit.
Apparently, we are being told that a test. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could come up that we might not expect, hence the unique name for T0, right?
Exactly, yeah. The SpaceX is saying excitement guaranteed for T0. We don't know what'll happen once those Raptors ignite. They especially don't know what happened, what's going to leave the pad. And we are now out of the hold now.
Flight directors, go for launch. You're counting down. So at this point, we should be, I believe, approximately 30 seconds away, or 10 seconds.
Wow. It's launching a building that's 1/3 the size of the Empire State Building into orbit. Tesla stock is going up along with it. Yeah, that is incredible. If that doesn't lift the stock market up, I don't know what can. That right there says invest. If that doesn't say invest, I don't know what does. That's exciting. That's the future. Some of the engines aren't working, apparently.
Wow, the sound from that, unbelievable. We are getting confirmation on that liftoff. As of this very moment, 5 Raptor engines have flamed out. So they are currently running on, that would be 28 engines as we pass through max Q, maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle.
Gorgeous shots there. The vehicle going supersonic through max Q right there. Beautiful shot combat.
Exactly. Again, this was one of the biggest potential stress points on the vehicle, and so far proceeding. And at this point, it is running on 28 of its 33 main Raptor engines. Continuing up, 6 engines have currently been out on this flight so far. The next major event would be... correction, 5. The next major event will hopefully be the separation of the first and second stages, the ship and the booster, and a potential boost back burn on that first stage. The vehicle appears to be turning.
Turning. Oh, man.
Point, it is continuing on the flight, although it definitely appears that engines
what is
are
it
out.
Doing?
The last confirmation was at least 5 Raptor engines
is it
are
supposed
out.
to do that?
The vehicle is seeming to rotate.
It rotated.
Yeah, there appears to be a spin as the
I don't think that spin is intended.
Raptor engines appear to continue to be firing. Yeah, this is indeed a noticeable spin that can be seen from our tracking camera here.
That's an unintended spin, I believe. Oh boy, thing's gonna blow up.
We are continuing just to report off of the data that we have at the moment.
This does not look good.
No other speculations at this point, other than we have the confirmation at least 5 of the Raptor V2s went out on Booster 7, and our cameras are showing this spin of Booster 7 and Ship 24. And a reminder, this is a test flight. So there is always the chance that something can go wrong.
Oh, what's happening? Okay. Separation or blowing
It
up?
appears like the automated flight termination system has been activated.
They're ending today's test flight, but still a great load of data for teams to go through.
Did it just blow up? It blew
Exactly.
up. I think it blew up and they're
And
cheering.
That explosion that you saw is the flight termination system. We have confirmation that was the flight termination system that was ignited, destroying Ship 24 and
Whoa!
7 mid-flight.
They purposefully blew it up. They're like, you know what?
So at this point,
Let's just blow it up.
we have our tracking cameras continuing to
Let's
see
blow it
the
up on
movement
our
of the vehicles. They are
terms
looking, though, at the team
before it blows it up on its own
Buffalo,
terms.
Which, again, a reminder, this is a test.
Amazing.
So the fact that it cleared the tower and stage 0 is still
There you
standing,
go.
ground support equipment, I think is
It's a
huge
successful
success
test,
on there,
apparently,
in the front of those
and a
screens.
successful
Launch control center.
termination. Look at Big Elon, yeah. That was cool. That was very cool. Back to unexciting stock market trading, right? All right, CNSP wants to fail out, but it is coming back to the moving average, so we'll see how it reacts from there. Tesla, meanwhile, getting up to 169. That's nice. I got to take a look at a couple of my holdings to see what I want to do with them. Okay, Roblox I'll keep. IBKR I'll get rid of. And I may have already. Yes, I did. H, which I think is Hyatt. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, that was awesome. Yep, everybody out there, don't forget to follow if you're interested in stock market trading. And click the link in my bio profile to come join our group. Drama, DRMA, is moving. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much, Adria. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel Zarata. We have a lot of Daniels in the group. And a lot of Marks. Mikes, rather. We have a lot of Mikes. Marks, like, we don't have a lot of Marks. We have a lot of Mikes and we have a lot of Daniels. I don't know why that is. Mike and Daniel, most common name out there right now. Okay, check on a couple more of my positions. Doing all right. Toll Brothers, doing great. PXS. I don't like the looks of that. I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. I'm at break even. No, I'm actually up a tiny bit on it. Basically break even. All right, taking that off. PXS. Moving down. I do have Crocs. Crocs trying to do something, but I'm probably going to have to liquidate it. It's like 3 topping tails in a row. Just going to go ahead and take it now. I'm at perfectly break even. Find another moment to risk it. Yeah. Expensive fireworks. Yeah. Just one Bobby Blue Eyes. That is correct. Where are you from, Bobby? Crocs, H, Roblox, IBKR I got out of. All right, Tesla's starting to move. I'm going to grab a little more. Right there as it broke the 169 level. The gap fill prophecy is happening. Like I said, maybe it goes to 170. You know, that's a 25% fill. And it almost basically did. Okay, INTT. Are you in titty? All right, yeah, I can get out of that one. Happening. Break even on that. Oh no, down just a smidge. Cutting, you know, I'm cutting stuff that's not working. It will cause your, yeah, that's fine. Confirm and set. RCRT, which I'm not in. Tesla, I'm in. CNSP, I am in CNSP. And it's looking like it's time to flatten that one. T, no go. And the other one is DRMA, seems to be semi-happening. P is not really happening. Gitter, GETR, I don't know if anything's going to happen with it, but GETR coming up and over VWAP and inner pivots heading towards pre-market high of the day, 67 cents. It's at 60 cents right now. Could be some return possible on Gitter, GETR. Yeah, Apple's flying also. Just the whole market is having the green day. That was the prophecy again. I did mention that if it didn't, it could get ugly. But nope. We are getting that green day after all, which continues to suck volatility dry. The VIX is now at under 17 at 1692. And if this continues to behave all day, we'll probably get close to 1650 or 16 on the VIX. Once we get underneath 15, I mean, that's a swing trader's paradise. 15 and below. 20 below is, you know, we can work with, but 15 and below on the VIX, and take, you know, 1 month swing trades. So where are you from? Queens, New York. Okay. And what's your ethnicity that makes your eyes so blue? Are you related to James Bulger? Anybody got that? All right, let's take a look at Apple Daily chart. No. Yeah, Apple had a very nice spot. Apple holding strong. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA in a good spot also. Meta not as good. So NVIDIA and Apple, really the leaders right now, poised in a very nice spot there. And Micron, no. Anybody want me to take a look at the relative strength of any particular stock? Let me know. CNSP starting to reclaim the high of the day. It's about to break the high of the day, which is a domino setup for sure. So I'm about to get back in on that prospect. And then I'll be quickly getting out at those various points for partial profits. High of the day, and there's several pre-market pivots up to 245. What is that there? 265. So it's just a little scalp that could turn into more. We'll see. Because it's blue sky above that. There we go. All right, putting my first order in to take some partial profits. 20% exit entered as it messes with the high of the day. It broke the high of the day. SMCI. Let's see. Super microcomputer. Yeah, it's sitting pretty. Very nice, run it's been going on. Their margins are about 10%. Nice. Revs, however, have pulled back this quarter. So it's like not in an insane moment of its life cycle right now. I would like to see it something that's at a bit more of an insane moment in its life cycle. It's not as strong as Nvidia and Apple at the moment. Put your money somewhere. All right, what you gonna do? CNSP. It's tightening up at 260. It's a pretty large order at 260, so I'm gonna go ahead and add another 20% to there. It just broke through and hit 265. We're getting some more further movement, and if it can break that 265, that's the pre-market high on CNSP. Yeah, we're up and over it. We hit 275 while I was talking, and now we're blue skying, and it could lead to a halt, although I'm not getting any halt alerts right now, so it may not be enough. We just hit 285. All right, who's in CNSP? We're getting return on it. What was that? 88. CNSP, very, very good run right there. I'm about 60% out, 80% out now. 80% out. And that's it. I'm getting all out. Boom. All right. That trade's done. Put that one down in your books. Thank you for the follow. Black to God. And thank you for the rose. Bad Zeke 21 or Bad Chick or Bad Chick. Now that's enough for me for that one trade right there. It could go further, but it's super extended. So I'm watching it, but I'd be careful now. It's very extended. ENSP, that is correct. Very good. I'm all out. I don't know where you guys are at on it. Like, isn't that enough? How much is enough for you guys? You're dreaming if you're gonna hit it big. Gotta take your profits when you got them. Right, especially when they get extended like that. Let's see what happens from here, though. All right, Tesla with some first pullback. The market itself doesn't seem to be fully reversing or anything broadly. So this is just pullback on Tesla. I'm going to add on a small amount right there on Tesla. All right, we're pulling back more on CNSP. I'd love to see it consolidate. I'd like to be able to act on a consolidation. Outside of that, you really need an HFT setup. There's opportunities there to grab fast movements that go into halts and all kinds of shit like that. But if it's not out of a consolidation, it's really hard for you to risk that, and you should not risk that with anything slower than a high frequency trading setup. RCRT failing out. None to borrow. Okay, well, shorting that. All right, did I already flatten on Crocs? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, all eyes are on CNSP. I can guarantee you that. So, some consolidation may happen here. There was a quick drop. That will cause 3/4 of the people. It's about a 3/4 drop. 3/4 of the people on that extended run to panic now, All right, it's almost fully reclaimed the spike. So now I'm just going to try and let it just put in some consolidation. Probably it won't get in for another 10 minutes on CNSP. Okay, we are 5 minutes away and approaching the 30-minute point on the day, the top of the hour. Be watching your opening ranges. That point on, lows and highs. CNSP having a hard time finding further buyers. There we go. There was some movement on CNSP to 286. So I'll get in very small there because we're very extended. And if I can get some more gains, great. And if not, that's all right. Okay, we popped new highs, hit 295. And to be acting like a fake out, but I'm going to go ahead and get out. But it could move. You know, I'm not interested in betting on that right there like that without a high frequency trading setup. So I had 295, topping out at 295. Obviously, if it can get over 3, it'll clear a real psychological number, and that could be really good. Into a kind of a new phase for over 3 on CNSP. Thank you for the follow, Dave. And as you can see, everything else is sort of pulling back. Bobby Blue Eyes. Why you keep? Is that your technique to unfollow and follow me in order to get me to say your name? Say my name. I think I have blue eyes too, although I don't know if they're super blue. Sort of blue gray. So you should say my name. Wow, Toll Brothers doing really good. One of the swing trades we're in. Very nice. Woo, that very nice breakout on Toll Brothers. TOL. We're up 3.2%, which is good. That's a good day. CNSP broke 3. Where it goes from here, we don't know. Well, I'm going to get a small piece and add more depending on how it behaves. But that's nice that it broke 3. You want to make sure I'm thinking about this correctly. First entry 244. Okay. 267, break of pre-market high. Added at 267. Inner pivot break for add-on. Yeah. But I mean, you can also do it watching the level 2. If you were to see that particular, if you were to see the number you would want to buy at, and the number below that sort of dwindling, you might be able to get in slightly before break of that number. Other than that, no, that's fine. Fine. But realize that you've created an average of 252 or something, and that's your break even. And so you don't let it go past your break even. But yeah, you can do that. All right, we're at the $3 level on CNSP. Everyone's curious to see what's going to happen from here. What was that? I didn't have an order out there. Anyway, okay. CNSP acting even more bullish. I don't know what they've got going on there. Cure for ear cancer or something, but we'll see. Yeah, I've been trying to get better at pyramiding into these winners. I see. Wow, you're doing good. I like it. Yeah, especially with all those pre-market levels until we can hit some blue sky. Let's take a look at CNSP's daily. We're up against we have recent pain up here, so it's going to be met with resistance. So I'm going to just flatten right there. I'm getting all out. I'm going to wait for some consolidation because this is not going to be a clean run by any standard. Not like that. The ideal is blue sky, obviously, or recent blue sky. What's up, Houston? Thanks for the follow. The headshot. Not sure what you're talking about. All right, I got to check back on Roblox and Crocs and check on their health. There's other patients in other rooms here, you know. Roblox is doing fine. We can leave him alone. He doesn't need anything. Crocs. Let's take a look at Crocs. Oh, looks like we amputated the wrong leg on Crocs. Somebody put the tag on the wrong foot on this one. Well, he should recover well. He'll be alive at least. Now, Crocs. I'm all out of Crocs anyway. Yeah, thank God. We didn't even need to check on Crocs. We're done with Crocs. Crocs is being discharged. Roblox, I'm still in. It's doing okay. I'm up on that. PXS I got out of earlier. Toll Brothers is doing great. This is Hyatt, I think. Hyatt Hotels. Okay, it's doing all right now. And also, obviously, we also have Tesla going on right now. CNSP Augx. Okay, nothing else I'm really in. Apparently. All right, so let's move back into the group. That's the first 30 minutes of trading. We definitely have our hands right on control of this whole market right now. Everything going according to plan. All right, let's move back into the group. Everybody out there, make sure you click my bio to come join our group. See you soon. Bye-bye now. Have a good morning. See you in the group, everyone. Watch those 10 a.m. levels.